Hello lovely people, how are you all doing? Welcome to Shormishta and Books. I'm Shormishta. I make book review videos, book recommendation videos and more fun book related videos like this. So if you are new on my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more book related videos. So it's been a long time since I have done a book recommendation video, and what time is more appropriate than this monsoon season. So here I am going to recommend you some books for this perfect rainy days, and also I have carefully included the books from different genres so that you can find your favorite genre from this and you can read those books and enjoy like I did. So without further ado, let's get started. So in the rainy season, I'm always in a mood for gothic, horror and mystical books where I can feel that gothic vibes, that chilly gothic vibes. And what is more beautiful than reading a haunted house mystery gothic book? I am going to talk about Mexican Gothic. If you are new on my channel, you will be hearing me recommend this book for the first time. But if you are on my channel for a long time, you have already seen me talking about this book. The thing is, this book is not a classical ghost story. This is mainly a horror gothic book which is based on a haunted house named High Place. Our protagonist is Noemi. She receives a weird letter from her cousin sister and she goes to meet her in the High Place, and things start getting really spooky and weird in the house, and she discovers that the husband of her cousin sister and also his family is trying to hide something very mysterious from Noemi, and she will get involved in this mystery of the house. And also the book gives you really chilly and horror vibe, and also this has to do a lot with that old house and all the darkness and spookiness around it. So I think it's the perfect choice for rainy day. Now moving to the second book of this recommendation video. Well, as you know me, I am a very big fan of mystery and I am a very big fan of Agatha Christie. So there has to be an Agatha Christie book in this list. But I'm not going to recommend you usual Poirot or Miss Marple book, because I think that can get pretty repetitive in my video. So I'm going to recommend you a very unique book, and I think reading mystery with a little bit of history. Oh, that rhymes. I didn't realize that rhymes. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the next book. I'm very excited about this one because I have just finished the book. I absolutely love this book. This is Agatha Christie Death Comes as the End, and this is set in 2000 BD. The book starts with a woman who is the daughter of a wealthy priest, and he is out for his business, and he comes back with his new concubine who is only 19 years old, Nofret. And after arrival of this concubine, his family members get really upset and murders start to happen. And guess what? This is a serial killing murder set in ancient Egypt with all the beautiful details of that history and culture of that time. And also it's very relatable because she is very true to the human nature when she is writing as a writer. That is the quality I appreciate the most in her, and I think I'm going to talk about this book in a separate video where I will talk in details about her writing style. But here I am just recommending you this book because this is very unique. This is not like her usual contemporary mystery, and there is no detective because it's set in 2000 BD. Of course there is no detective, but things will get solved by revelation of truth and all. But what is more interesting in this book, that it also gives you very superstitious belief system that at that time Egyptians had, and also their stigma about death, not stigma, their belief about death. And it is, it gives you a horror vibe, but it slowly reveals that everything is obviously done by human. So I'm not going to reveal anything more from this book, that will be a spoiler. I don't want to give you any spoiler. So please pick this book if you love mystery like me. And mystery is one of the most beautiful escape you can get from this cloudy rainy season where you cannot go outside. This is the best choice for you. Now the recommendation is only for the romance lover people. I mean, a lot of you I know that love reading romantic books in this season, and me also, I totally agree with you. This is the best time to pick up a romantic book and get lost in the romance. And right now I am reading Love and Other Words by Christian Lauren. They really created an amazing book, a beautiful book, but I'm not including this book officially in this video because I haven't finished this book yet. So far I really enjoyed it, I loved it. You can pick this book. I don't know what's in the ending, that's why I'm not officially recommending this book to you, but you can see I have finished almost 2/3 part of this book, and so far I'm really loving this parallel narrative. Once I finish this book, I will definitely talk about it. But my recommendation is not this book for this video. My recommendation is a graphic novel. And if you are thinking that, please Sharmishta, don't recommend Heartstopper again, we have already read this. Yes, I know. I'm not gonna recommend Heartstopper again, though I absolutely going to recommend this book, and I am never going to shut up about this book. But this time I am going to recommend you a new book, and the book is The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jane Wang. This is an absolutely gorgeous graphic novel, and I think I will show you a flip through of this book. So now let me quickly give you an outline of the story. A prince will hire a dressmaker who is an aspiring stylist who want to create her own styles and designs, and she will meet the prince and they will form a very unique bond. But if you think that this is going to be your usual love story, then you are wrong. This is very unique in terms of representing gender, sexuality and so many other things. It's very important, and I think it's told in a certain way that doesn't feel like a heavy discussion. Often some books do that and it becomes very didactic in nature, but this one is not like that. This is very this is done in a very fun way, you can see. So this is also my LGBTQ graphic novel recommendation and also my romance recommendation, because I absolutely enjoyed this book thoroughly. And this is very interesting because this also talks about a woman's journey and her dreams, her aspiration, which is I think very inspiring for every single woman. So you can definitely pick this book in this monsoon season. Now the last recommendation for all the classic lovers out there. I know there are some people who are really intimidated by classic novels, but let me tell you, I have many videos on beginner's guide to classic literature. You will find them in my channel where I talk about where to start with English classics, and I recommend different types of classics. Even I recommend classics in translation because I think reading from different parts of the world is very important to know different culture, to know different countries' perspective, their politics, their sociology is very important. But here I'm going to recommend you a very good classic novel which about which I have talked earlier, but this is a good example of a book that you can pick even if you are not a very big fan of classic literature, because it is absolutely amazing, and also it has really easy language, so you will have no problem following the story, and the story is very interesting because it's Oscar Wilde. And you have guessed it right, it's The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Now this follows the sinister journey of a youth who is very handsome, very beautiful, and he will fall into the trap of folly, and he will slowly turn into a very dark person. This book gives me chill every time I read this. I am planning to reread this book soon because this has some amazing lines and wisdom from Oscar Wilde. There are so many quotable passages, quotable lines from this book. I have underlined, highlighted, have done everything with this book because this is so interesting, and it will also help you to delve deep into the philosophy of Oscar Wilde, where he talks about the morality and immorality, and he talks about there is no moral or immoral book, there is only bad written book and well written book. And I think this is a very good example of well written book because slowly the character of Dorian Gray will become this dark and villainous, and there is also element of magic here which is very interesting, and also there is element of change of human heart, greed and other human follies. It is brilliantly done. So I think you should definitely pick this book up, and this dark feeling is very appropriate for this season. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have done, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And for more book related videos, stay tuned, stay healthy, read more books. Bye bye.